Welcome to the Permission Slip podcast, where I, empowerment coach, mindset expert, and holistic nutritionist Carmen Oling, share with you the tools, conversations, and resources you need to write your own permission slip, take massive action, and become obsessed with your own life. Let's get started.
Some beautiful soul sent me this book, and it's like this old Louise Hay book, Heart Thoughts. And so, I have a lot of her books, but this, I could only order it used. Maybe they're not publishing it anymore. It's okay, what is a message for us tonight? So I'll read that while we're waiting for other people to join, and then I'll introduce Megan. So this one, ta-da, is on energy. Okay, you can't read it because my ring light is so fucking bright. I need to turn it down. Feel that bounce in your step. See your shining eyes. The radiant you is right here. Claim it. And then the mantra is, I am healthy and filled with energy. I know and affirm that my body is a friendly place to live. I have respect for my body and I treat it well. I connect with the energy of the universe and allow it to flow through me. I have wonderful energy. I am radiant, vital, and alive. So I thought that that was really perfect for the experience, hi, Christy, that we are having tonight for me, this afternoon for you guys, you ladies, is it's all about breath work. And something that I saw that Megan shared on her Instagram page, which I'll make sure to put that in the Facebook group and her email address if you want to reach out to her afterwards and book a private session, was that 70%, is that right? The right number? Yep. Percent of the detoxification that happens in our body is through our breath. And like we've talked about before, oftentimes we're doing that shallow breathing, up here in our chest, and we're not getting the full breath. And just moving energy through our body, breath really just moves everything through and refreshes us so much. You know how good it feels when you just go like that, and you're just oh, that was so refreshing. Why the fuck don't I do that more? Well, we're going to do a lot of that tonight. So Megan is here with us, and she's a breathwork detox facilitator, and we am just so honored for her to be here and for her to share our gifts. So if you did not read the email or the Facebook post, you should be in a place where you could lie down, hopefully have a blanket, maybe a pillow for underneath your legs, have some water for after, a journal and pen. You might get some hits. You might want to write some things down. And if you have an eye mask, you can use it too. So without further ado, I will give it over to Megan, who will share a little bit about breath work and lead us through our experience.
Awesome. Thank you, Carmen.
Thank you.
I'm so excited when Carmen asked me that she has this group of women that care about their well-being and are interested in their nervous system and all the things. So I'm really happy to be here and showing you guys what I know, what I've found out the breath can do to release emotion. So this is really, breath work is an umbrella term. So you can tap into your parasympathetic nervous system very quickly, and do a number of things with breath. You can stop a panic attack. Women use it during Lamaze. We use it, there's so many things we can do. But in this modality, it's really about shifting energy. And it's a very powerful type of breath work. I know you guys got the email of what to expect. And if you read it or not, I know that's kind of intense, but I just want to make sure and present everything that breathwork can do as I know it, because when I first heard about it, it wasn't as powerful for me. I was having extreme panic attacks and it just wasn't doing enough. So I kind of wrote it off for a long time. And then I came back to it and it was very, very, very powerful for me. So I want to give you guys a shorter version of what I do on my own with clients, but still enough that you guys will have an experience. So if anybody has any questions, I'm happy to answer them. We'll go through a few things of what to expect before that. But if there's any questions right off the bat before I get into it, I'm happy to answer any. Okay, I don't see any hands up. Okay, so there are three main things to expect that might come up while we're doing this type of breath work. We will have distractions. So we will have mental distractions. All of a sudden you'll think, did I send that email? Is my front door locked? Did I, whatever, did I leave the oven on? And you haven't even cooked. Your mind will go crazy places to try and get you out of this. We have suppressed it. We're really good at suppressing it. And our body knows that it's right on the verge. So it's checking in with you to see if you're really sure that you're ready to release this. So just keep reassuring yourself you have nowhere to go. You're in the right place. You've planned for this. You've got the space. So that will come up. Mental, physical, you'll get some symptoms. You might start feeling dizzy right off the bat, and just know that means you're doing it right. You should, and it will go away. But that again tricks your mind into being a distraction. So dizzy, you might have a dry mouth. You might start getting tingling, and just know that tingling is chi. It's life force. It's energy. It's stagnant energy waking up. So if you feel that, just keep breathing and know that your body is ready for this. So keep breathing into it. The more you do it, it kind of goes away and you almost miss it. The first sessions are really powerful, and not that you won't have those again, but it's all good. So what did I say? Mental, physical, dizzy, your dry throat, you might have tingling, your lips might get tight, your eyes might flutter, your fingers might get tense. And just know that as soon as we go back and we return to our normal breathing, it will go away and your body's detoxing. So drink a lot of water, take an Epsom salt bath. If you did have an intense session, it could be good to do that. And the last one, what did I do? Physical, mental, and emotional. So another thing that might come up is we release so what happens in this modality is our prefrontal cortex, which is our monkey mind, quiets down, and we have access to our subconscious. So what's right below that's trying to get our attention. And sometimes it's other people in our life that have to reflect that back because they can see it. But for whatever reason, we are blocked from our own subconscious. So that's why it's really great to have a coach or somebody that can mirror things for you, or trusted people in your life. But in this modality, you actually have access to it a little bit yourself. You go into kind of like a dream. You're kind of like floating and exploring your own thoughts. It's nothing to be scared of. It's really exciting. It's very powerful. One of my favorite things about this is the clarity that I get. I know what I want to do with my life, relationships, the clarity and the connection. Is this because you have clarity, you're able to connect to yourself and everything in life better, more pure. I don't know how to explain it, but the connection's just better the more you do this. And when we tap into our own breath. So I'll show you the breathing pattern really quickly. I'll show you a couple of times, but let me see if I can. So you breathe in deep into your stomach, breathe deep into your stomach, you go, and then bring it up to the chest, and then just let it fall out. So we'll go, sorry. And it's a three part. So 2 in, deep into your lower stomach. It's diaphragmatic breathing. So deep into your stomach, up to your chest, and let it fall out. And that's one thing about this as well, is if you watch babies, they breathe into their stomach. We have gotten so far away from that, and we live up here, and the shorter our thought patterns get, the shorter our breath gets. And if you can just take yourself out and remind yourself to give yourself a deep belly breath, which that's where our immune system lives. That's where our serotonin is. Carmen, since I know you like stats, I think it's 70. I want to say 70 again, but I actually think it's more than that. But 70% of our serotonin and immune system, at least, is in our belly. So you're reactivating all of these really beneficial things by doing that. And I'll be coaching you through, because you'll have all the distractions coming up, and I can see you. Hopefully you'll put your camera somewhere that I can see if you pause or if you get out of sync, and I can just gently guide you back so that you can have your own breakthroughs. But you can do this breathing on your own, and I encourage you to do that. I was just doing a little bit before I got on here myself. And anytime before a big meeting or something stressful, is coming up, or something even exciting, I got together with some friends and I did some first so I could bring them my best energy this weekend. And it shows. so it's kind of weird to talk about, but this is energetic work. It's not something I think we in the West are used to talking about, but I think you'll experience it if you do this. So any questions?
No, I think you explained it wonderfully. Does everybody understand the breathing pattern? Raise your hand if you understand what we're trying to do, and know that it's not going to be perfect at first. It doesn't have to be perfect.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Because like Megan was saying, and I was talking about shallow breathing or chest breathing, is like, that's how we've trained ourselves to breathe. And so just like riding a bike, the first time you fall down. And so like, it's okay if it's not perfect, but the thing is to try to experience it as much as possible just by being present in your body. So thank you. I'm so excited for this. I just appreciate you being here.
Oh, I'm so happy to. Okay, cool. If everybody's ready. So, if you have an eye mask, that's a good thing because it helps keep distractions from what you could be looking at and just focusing on the breath. So I'll be guiding you, and I'm going to be saying a lot of kind of affirmations that will help guide your brain or guide your thoughts into discovering parts of your brain. So it might sound cheesy if you're not in the breathing pattern, but it's there just to help guide your thoughts. You can put your eye mask on. You want to lay completely flat. And another important part I forgot to mention is that we do this with our mouth wide open. So you want to shotgun the air in. We're deeply oxygenating our body. And those are some of the health benefits that I didn't even get into. We're changing the pH level of our body. Okay, great. So yep, just lay as flat as you can. Eye mask if you have it. Pillow under your legs for lower back support. And I'll start with a little meditation to guide you in. And then we'll start, and while we start, just keep your mouth closed and do normal breathing. Do deep intentional. You can do the same belly, chest, exhale, but through your nose. And I'll let you know when to go ahead and open your mouth, and we'll begin our active breathing. Looks like everybody's ready. Keep breathing deep, intentional breaths in and out through your nose as I begin to guide you into your session. We will begin to set our intention, knowing that like all good and effective forms of therapy, this will be both challenging and rewarding. We will notice the rewards of our efforts for doing this work in the hours and days that lay ahead of us. We may even get an epiphany that could change our life forever. Whatever it is, big or small, just know that it is exactly what you are meant to get on this day. First, I'd like you to take a moment and thank yourself for being here. You could be anywhere right now, but you are here with us doing the work. When we take time to invest in ourselves, we have more to give others, to the people we love, the people who depend on us, and to the people who are watching us, getting inspired to be their own best self. Oftentimes, we will never know who these people are, but you living in your power shifts the world for the better. And that is why it's important to continue. Both your actions and your inactions matter. We can let this action, being here tonight, have a ripple out effect on others. Now, I'd like you to think of the areas in your life where you feel abundance. When we are grateful for what and who we have in our life, we find that we attract more. Maybe it's your job that you're grateful for, how it allows you to live the life you desire, live out your life purpose, your dharma. Maybe it's your family, your friendships, nature, the sun, the beautiful moon. Maybe it's your ability to dance, sing, and laugh. Maybe what makes you feel the best are the promises that you've kept to yourself, the accomplishments you've made that make you so damn proud of you. Whatever it is, keep those in mind for just a second longer and notice how your body feels, where it feels that feeling of gratitude, fullness, love, and connection. Okay, now I'd like you to turn your thinking to what you'd like to attract more of in your life. Maybe it's more time for play and adventure. Maybe it's more love, peace, joy. Maybe it is to live with more gratitude. Maybe it's a new home, in a new town, with a new car, and even a life path. Whatever it is, I'd like you to focus on where you desire more abundance, change, newness, and maybe see where those stagnant feelings live in your body, the ones you'd like to replace and update, inspire, and refresh. Let us now set our intention to gain clarity on what is needed to update our feelings of lack to more feelings of abundance and success, making our dreams a reality. Please open your mind and heart to have a profound experience today, powered by your breath, as you tap into your subconscious on a journey to understand and care for yourself in ways you may have never experienced before. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Awesome. Okay, go ahead and open your mouth wide, wider than you think. 2 knuckles width is the right amount. Place your hands on your body, one on your chest and one on your tummy, for at least a few breaths.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
As you get connected, let the rhythm of the music lead your breath. 2 parts in, 1 part out. No pausing. It's 1 continuous breath. Do not push out the exhale. We don't want to exhale more than we inhale. The first couple of songs will be the hardest, and that's why I'm here with you, to keep you with it. You've got this. Two parts in, 1 part out. Once you push past the onset of resistance, your body will take over and get synced with the rhythm of the music. Breathe, expand, and release. You've got this. Remember, if you're beginning to feel dizzy, it's a good thing. It just means you're doing it right, and it will go away. Deep into your belly, up to your chest, and let it go. Breathe, expand, and release. Like always, the only way past is through. Push past any discomfort. Keep up your pace. No pausing after the exhale. You have a metal taste in your mouth. It just means your body's detoxing heavy metals. With every exhale, let go of something else you've been holding on to with it. It's the place to do it. Deep into the belly. No matter what you feel, no matter what you think, just keep going. You're doing great. You've got this. First few songs are the hardest. Just know for one plane to land, another must take off. Now is the time to let go of all that no longer serves you. Release everything that you have been holding on to for far too long. Deep, intentional breaths will get you there. It's just you against you right now. Nobody can do this for you. I can motivate you, but you have to do the work. Only you know deep down how much you show up for yourself, and that is the only person who matters. Make a promise to yourself to begin clearing out stagnant things in your life, whether that's possessions, relationships, old thought patterns, beliefs. Now is the time to let them go. Make room for all that you have dreamed of and let it become your reality. Deep, intentional breath. Breathe, expand, and release. Make way for the new energy that lights you up and allows you to live in your fullest expression. You are worthy of the love that you desire. You are worthy of the respect you desire. You are worthy of being the most authentic version of yourself there is. That version of you is exactly what the world has been waiting for. Love you crave is waiting for you. Maybe this love is from a lover, a friend, a sibling, or a parent. Perhaps this love may even come from a stranger. Or maybe it's the love you've been withholding from yourself. Claim all the love that's waiting for you. When you know you are worthy, you begin accepting all of the love that belongs to you. Start embracing loving yourself with radical self-acceptance. And watch how much the universe responds by sending you more of it. Great. Keep it up. The self-care is not selfish, it is sacred. This is the inner work everyone is talking about. You are doing it right now. Breathe, expand, and release. it up. You've got this. This is where change happens. This is what growth feels like. No matter what you think, what you feel, keep going. A healthier, happier you is a more productive, loving, and joyous you. Your self-discipline is self-love. Never worry about failing or looking stupid. Nobody cares. They're too busy worried about themselves. Deep inhales. This earth with your tank on E, no stone unturned, no passion unexplored, nothing unsaid, and no one unloved. Decide today what decisions you can live with and which you can't live with. Act accordingly. Breathe, expand, and release. Never fail unless you decide to quit, and even then it's not failure, it's called learning. Success is progress toward a worthy goal. Any movement towards your goal is success. Do not be afraid of failure or speed. Be afraid of standing still. Slow motion is better than no motion. As a river cuts through rock, not because of its power, but because of its persistence. Persistence breaks resistance. The advice to a perfectionist is just screw it and do it. The side effect of perfectionism is procrastination. Set your goal. Speed towards your vision with action. Remember, your direction is more important than your speed. Breathe, expand, and release. Almost there. Don't quit before the breakthrough. You've got this. Keep going. What you practice in private, you're rewarded for in public. Keep Got this. Deep into your belly, up to the chest, and let it go. As long as you know you gave it your all, not 90 or 80%, that's all that matters. What you practice in private, you're rewarded for in public. Let this be it. Taking care of yourself and living your passion. Distracting only separates you from your meaning and purpose. Begin to make focus your superpower. Gandhi said, happiness is when what you say, what you think, and what you do are in alignment. Focus on your strengths, your desires, your happiness, and what brings you joy. Stay with it. Being broke is hard. Being successful is hard. Choose your hard. We have an abundance of money and an abundance of love in this world. Time to stop playing small, dig deep, and determine what you want and what you are living for. Be willing to fight for what you love. A true warrior doesn't hate what's in front of them, they love what is behind them. We wear our beliefs as armor. Nobody or no thing can ever hurt us again. Your old insecurities become your new armor. Ask your heart what it wants to tell you. Seconds, we're about to land. You can do a CO2 dump where you will go grab your pillow and release any scream into the pillow, any energy that might still be remaining. Or you can simply relax. Put one hand on your chest and your stomach if it's not already there. Or both hands on your chest. Close your mouth and return to active breathing. In just a few moments, I'll be back to guide you out. Okay, you can start to bring your awareness back into your body. I'd like you to put both hands over your heart. Begin rubbing it in any direction that feels good. Begin to acknowledge your heart. Notice how it swells up as you give it praise for all that it has done for you. All of the love you have given and all of the love you have received. All of the blood it has pumped through your body. Focus on growing this connection with your heart. Now I'd like you to think of a moment you felt incredibly happy. Feel joy and excitement. Maybe you're running into the ocean, or out of an airplane, dancing with loved ones. Maybe you're sitting on the floor at a family's house, telling stories, laughing until you hurt. Who were you with? And how did you get there? Notice the feeling in your body, level of contentment, peace, and love you experienced in this moment. Begin to put your arms up to the sky and acknowledge how beautiful life is, how much more beauty you are willing to experience, and welcome in for the remainder of the year, how much more you will experience. Acknowledge that you released some heavy stuff today that you will not welcome back in as you honor your life, your space. Now go ahead and place your arms back down wherever they're most comfortable, and just take a moment to come back into your body fully. Play here. This is like Savasana and yoga.
It gets hard, feels like I can't breathe.
All right. I'd like you to check in with your breath right now and notice how much it changed from when you first started, how much smoother and calmer it is, how relaxed you are. Just know that breath work is different for everybody, and every time you practice, you'll have a different experience than the time before. Remember how you feel right now, how you got here. Remember that the breath is the greatest technology you have inside you at all times. You can choose to activate it whenever you want. And just like anything else, consistency is key. If anybody, you guys want to roll over to your side and slowly make your way up.
I just realized I wasn't on mute the whole time. Hopefully my breathing wasn't distracting.
I couldn't hear you at all.
Oh, okay, good. I would love, as people are coming back around to, I'm sure you would love to hear any feedback or experiences. Is that?
I love to, yeah.
Do at the end? Yeah.
It's not mandatory, but anybody who wants to, I love it.
Definitely not mandatory, but something that we're into here is sharing our experiences. So I'm like having my computer on the chair.
That was a crazy experience for me. I don't even know what happened. If I'm being perfectly honest, like I couldn't, like my hands, my whole arms, everything was numb. Like, and I felt this like aura around my whole stomach. I don't even know what it was, but it was like this, I don't even know. It was crazy. And I was lot of release for sure.
Good.
It was incredible.
That's great. I'm happy for you.
I don't think I went quite that deep. I have a hard time shutting off my brain, but definitely some emotional release, uncontrollable, like ready to have this shit off my subconscious brain.
And your energetic body.
Yeah, steering me in a negative, like just letting go of stuff that I know I need to let go of that I find hard to do. So that was super cool.
Glad to hear it. You know, your body knows what you need too. Sometimes you might think that you're not going in as deep as you wished, but it's probably what you needed. And you know, if you should have pushed yourself harder, or just being okay with that's what you had that day.
Victoria or Christy, did you have anything that you wanted to share?
I really enjoyed how I was able to let go of a lot of things. Like she said, when I was breathing out, I was letting go of a lot of resentment, a lot of sadness and anger that I've just been holding on to. So that was really helpful. And then at one point, it felt like I just got this wave of heat over my whole body that was pretty interesting. But other than that, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, our body temperature changes. That's why I usually say to start with a blanket, and then you can throw it off, because usually our body temperature will drop at the beginning and then it can heat up. Sometimes people sweat like buckets underneath them. And sometimes, you know, none of that happens. So your body knows what to do. And one thing I realized I forgot to mention is in the wild, sometimes our body will shake. I've seen people's like whole like chest, their solar plexus, if you're familiar with that, like vibrate. And in the animal kingdom, you'll see animals, if they get chased by, like a zebra gets chased by a gazelle, you'll see it run to safety and just shake it off. Or a dog, if they have like a little something with another dog, they get somewhere and they shake it off. Or they even shake off their stagnant energy, right? If they're being lazy and all of a sudden they get to go for a walk, they jump up and like shake off that lazy energy and to prepare for the next. But we are conditioned that that's weird. So we just stuff it. So there's all of these emotional, which equals energetic things stuffed in our body. And this is kind of like, I think of it as a pressure cooker. It's kind of like the release valve, and everything just kind of comes out. And I'm really glad that it sounds like all of you guys allowed yourself to go there. In whatever way your body was ready for it. We've been suppressing it for so long, so we can't expect it to be like, oh no, now it's safe. Now it's safe to release it. So sometimes it just takes time, but gently getting there. And I encourage you guys to have a few songs. Eventually, when I have my website, I hope to have like playlists that people can access just to do their own practice. I still get guided at least twice a month, because we stop, we hold our breath, and it's just good for somebody to see you and be able to coach you through it. It's like having a personal trainer or anything else, somebody that can see what you're doing and coach you back. But if you have music you like that would guide you in a positive direction, start with a song, start with 2 songs. A good 5-minute is life-changing, I think. But
yeah, thank you. I think something interesting that we were all talking about, and me just knowing a lot of these women, and where they're at in their lives and that sort of thing, is I was doing a podcast earlier, and I was talking about how we are just like conditioned to not be in tune with our bodies, and we're figuring out everything logically. And so when we have this experience and we're so dropped into our body, it's almost like it's so new. That's where, like, I don't know how to describe it, but like, maybe with someone that's having an experience like in their abdomen or their like reproductive organs, maybe something's going on there, that's really where the energy is like set stagnant and like held up, and just knowing that needs to be released for that to flow. Or Jen, like you said, around like keep having thoughts, but thoughts aren't necessarily a bad thing. Like maybe that was the point of like, hey, you have all these thoughts, let's start letting go of them, and that's okay, or just like not judging it, being a witness of it, and just being curious, like, what does this mean for me in my life? I think it's just the most beautiful thing. Curiosity is it's such an underutilized tool.
I liked what Megan said about, 2 things, right? You make a statement with your inaction as much as you make a statement with your action.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And the other one was about letting, like the things that I was trying to let go of, letting those experiences or people be your armor, right? Mm-hmm. They've helped define your growth to where you are today, right?
I love that. Yeah. Thank you. Let's see, did anybody have any questions for Megan? So another thing that I know that she does, so she does one-on-one sessions like this locally, like in the Oregon area. So like mid-Willamette Valley, like Albany, Corvallis, Salem. I could be over talking. I'm not sure.
No, it's great.
Area. Okay. And then virtual sessions like this. The other thing that she does is she does workplace wellness. So like if you have a workplace, you could come to your workplace or do a virtual session for like workplace wellness, because that is so needed right now too, which is just really, really awesome. So I don't know, anything else that you wanted to share?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I think that's it. Yeah. Thank you for having me here. This is a really special space.
Yeah, we appreciate it. And if there are any songs that you want to share with us that you think are good for breathwork, you could email them and I'll shoot them over to the group to try, because I think music is really powerful. And so it can really help guide the experience. I know for me, I know you said the breath would change with the music when you were guiding us. Yeah. And I thought it was interesting because it's tough at first. And then I was like going really fast. And then I noticed like I slowed down, but I wasn't logically doing it.
Yeah, right.
Like my body was just doing it, and it just felt so good and so right, and like not controlling it, just allowing it to happen. So thank you so much for this beautiful practice. We're just all so blessed. And there's more people in the group. This is recorded and I stream it live into Facebook. And so they can go back, they can watch this same practice. They can do it again if they want to. And so I'll shoot them your email address. So if they have any questions, they can follow up with you. And Instagram, right, is the best way.
It is for now. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Perfect.
I'm evolving.
Yeah. Does anybody have any questions before we end for the evening? No.
I will just say to make sure and drink a lot of water. It's really normal to be very hungry after this. Your body just worked really hard, even though it's not the way we're used to. So it's very normal to be very hungry, and drink a ton of water as much as you can.
And a little like tip for journaling, like writing things down, even if you just start free writing. And so here's what I suggest that you do is start free writing, which just means like you're just writing, wow, that was a really interesting breathwork experience. This is what I experienced. And then keep writing without judgment or trying to make it perfect or think somebody's going to read it. And then just write it all out and really see what comes up for you and reread it. I think that can be the most powerful thing, because the things that come up are not really from like your logical brain. So I would encourage you to do that too. And our next call is going to be in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to be leading that, and I'm going to be talking about low grade chronic stress. And so breathwork is one of the ways that we can get out of low grade chronic stress, which most of us are in every single day of our lives for our whole entire life. So it's killing us and we don't want it anymore. And we're going to work to get it. So that's why our theme this month is Peace Begins With Me. So thank you so much for being here. So blessed, so grateful to be connected with you. Yeah. And I will be in touch soon.
Great.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.